NASA needs us to believe that all the moon missions traveled safely through deadly Van Allen radiation belts unscathed. In late 2015, NASA posted a video on their official website regarding testing of the new Orion spacecraft reportedly attempting to reach 3,600 miles away from Earth. The NASA engineer went on to surprisingly and proudly explain that this test flight would travel higher up into space than we have ever been before, with Orion's shielding being put to the test to protect delicate electronics and guidance systems, and, more importantly, stressing, before they send humans this far up into space. Wasn't this shielding problem solved nearly half a century ago? Or maybe NASA doesn't remember they'd solved this problem, seeing as they've confessed to losing all 14,000 reels of telemetry data, including blueprints and all original videos for all the Apollo missions. So NASA has not just misplaced, but has lost forever all documentation evidence and physical proof of what's been referred to as the greatest accomplishment in all human history. How can something so vital to our national security and history that you'd expect to be stored in the National Air and Space Museum, or even possibly Fort Knox, be lost forever? Well, unless this documentation was intentionally lost, destroyed, or maybe it never even existed at all. As a side note, last fall I witnessed presidential candidate Bernie Sanders, in a debate response, in order to make a point, accentuating the impossible, said, "It's like they're going to go to the moon. It just ain't going to happen." Also telling, when viewing astronauts Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong's moon mission interviews, their body language appears not at all consistent with truth-telling. I'm no expert, but I believe I've developed a good feel to know if someone is telling the truth. The bottom line? In the absence of any physical proof, expected space exploration progress, including overwhelming and NASA-admitted obstacles, the only reasonable conclusion is, the moon missions were apparently staged Cold War propaganda stunts reported by our trusted news media as actually happening, rumored to have been produced by the famed director of the 1968 movie 2001: A Space Odyssey, the late Stanley Kubrick. If it were at all possible to travel to the moon, after nearly half a century, NASA would surely have a simple HD camera positioned on the moon, aimed back at our Earth, or even moon bases by now, showing planet Earth spinning 24/7 in real time. They could even sell advertising on it. I know I, like many, would have a dedicated screen on constantly for our spinning planet Earth. We've been led to believe we have seen photos of the Earth from space. The opposite truth is, there are no actual photos